From Zodiac in the last video being the last great whim to get a human form, to now the very first dragon to get one. In this video, we are taking a look at Gala Meme, a 5-star Flame Lance unit, who has recently gotten her mana spiral upgrade. She is the only one among the other great whims who doesn't use her original name in human form, which is Brunhilde. There's a reason behind this, which you'll need to take a look at Miriam's story to find out more. For a long time, Meme has always been the go-to unit for a dragon DPS, as she has great mods in her dragon form. The mana spiral serves to further improve on her dragon form, as well as greatly improve her performance while in human form. Meme sets the standard for the format of abilities for all of the great whims, having 2 unique abilities and the rest being either normal or above average abilities. Her Chain Co ability is worth mentioning, as it is a perfect ability for her draconic playstyle. We'll get the uninteresting abilities out of the way before going into her unique abilities. Her dragon time gets a slight improvement, extending her dragon form duration by just a little longer. Her Flame Whim's nature at its base is like the rest of the Great Whim nature abilities. Though this ability does stand out thanks to the Draconic Power effect, which grants her a strength increase and powers up her second skill, though unfortunately the effect is vulnerable to Curse of Nihility. She gets an attack rate increase while in dragon form when she transforms for the second time, which lasts till the end of quests. Now, to the additional upgrades from her mana spiral. She gets an additional strength increase when hit by a burning attack. She also gets a strength amp when using any of her skills, but has a goddamn 30-second cooldown that essentially stops her from being the sole strength amp applicator of the team. And overall a good ability that does not get a lot of improvement from the mana spiral. Her Flame Whim Defiance is a major deal, as she finally gets sleep resistance, making this a dual resistance ability, which was absent prior to her mana spiral. Additionally, this skill at its base is capable to filling half of her first skill gauge when hit by a stunning attack, which is now improved by allowing sleep to apply as well. She also gets the same treatment as all resistance abilities that go through spiral upgrades, in the form of the additional strength increase from being hit by a stunning and sleeping attack. This is one of the greatest improved abilities from her spiral, with the fact that she finally gets dual resistance, after being the only Gala unit without a dual resistance for so long. Her first skill, Dragon Claw, not to be confused with the ability Dragon's Claws, is a highly sought after skill due to its relatively high damage and large AoE. This made this skill a great asset in Jaldabaoth stages, where large AoE skills is required to kill off the minions. By itself on Mim, it is a good skill that has the aforementioned characteristics, as well as a low SP cost. The upgraded skill greatly increases the damage mods, as well as additional dispel and strength increase, which are massive buffs for the skill. The dispel in particular makes this skill an asset in quickly dispelling the buffs that endgame bosses can rack up quickly, especially against Jaldabaoth. Overall it is an incredible skill that is undeniably the greatest benefactor from the spiral upgrade. Her second skill, Flames of Passion, doesn't really change much. The damage mods didn't really improve by a lot, but now this skill inflicts burn, which is a welcomed addition to an otherwise a boring direct damage skill. It also deals greater damage when she has the Draconic Power effect, but this can essentially be ignored when in the minion stages. Overall, contrary to her first skill, this skill is decent at best, with its redeeming feature being the burn application. So, what do you think about Gala Meme? In my opinion, her clingy personality aside, which I'm not a fan of, her performance after the upgrade is decent at worst and impressive at best. Now she has increased modifiers for her DPS, as well as increased utility and affliction support. Her first skill, which is a great skill for herself and for sharing, is unlockable early, making Mim an incredible unit relatively early into the spiral. This also applies for her Flame Whim's nature, which is even earlier into the spiral. Overall, this is definitely one of the best Gala mana spirals we have so far, and I'm glad that Cygames are going in the right direction for spirals on older Gala units. That's all from me. Moga out.